Testing. Oh boy. That's so embarrassing. All right. So a lot happened from the last time I was here. I fell off the wagon yet again. It's like right when I have a plan to form a habit of any kind, shit just really fucking hits the fan. So I'm really gonna try to keep this going. But lately it's been quite confusing, feeling wise. On one hand, my brain is like, I feel so fulfilled with the people that I have been surrounded by lately. That's been a joy and a really good thing, both casually and not casually, surface level interactions. I've just been really having an okay time engaging in those. And I really didn't foresee myself doing that for a really long time. I was really stuck on the whole being an introvert thing for forever. And I really thought that was going to be end all be all, but I've been really trying to make an active effort to try to break that. Because I mean, being an introvert is so peaceful. It's like there's so much peace that comes with it inherently. You know yourself. You're with yourself all the time and you're comfortable with yourself. But at the same time, a person like me who is not in love with themselves, I don't want to say self-hating because I feel like that's too harsh of a term, and it's being blown out of proportion. Not self-hating, but a person like me who is very critical of themselves does not want to be with themselves all the time. And I find that being with other people kind of alleviates that a little bit. It's not a solvent for the issue, but it is what it is. And it's really helping me kind of cope with this living alone thing, because I really like living alone. I love living alone and I really adore it. And I think with living alone, it has me craving interaction much more. And I think that that's good. I'm not quite sure, but it feels good. Like my interactions feel a lot more satisfying. I get more enjoyment out of them, maybe because I get less of them. So there's kind of more potency with each one. But it's been really good seeing people I'm close with coming from, like, in this stage of my life / career. It's really weird, but it's really fulfilling. And on the other end, I feel like I'm the most scattered, confused, and sad almost. It's the saddest I've ever been, but also, well, no, maybe not the saddest I've ever been. But I'm definitely the most frustrated I've ever been. Frustrated is the word I'm looking for. It's the name of the game. I'm the most frustrated I've ever been, and also the most fulfilled, I think. And I put heavy emphasis on I think, because I don't think I know what fulfillment is yet. I think that comes at a later time in life, but in this mid-20s-ish stage, it's pretty easy to feel fulfilled because it's your first time doing a lot of things. So if you do things the correct way, there's a little sense of fulfillment in that. So it's not an actual sense of fulfillment by that regard, but that's kind of where I'm at. I did lose my train of thought. Thank you. Yeah, I feel very fulfilled with the people that I've been around, and I also feel extraordinarily frustrated Maybe also because of the people I've been around, but just with myself and just life in general, it's just really tough to keep going. I don't know if it's like the come down of good interactions or good feelings. It's like, you can't have high highs without low lows. So I think it's one of those kind of situations where I'm feeling good more often. So then because I'm feeling good more often, it's yin and yang. I feel bad more often. And it's super fascinating. And I don't love it. I don't think I love the down part. It's very confusing to me. I mean, it's very habit breaking. Like I can't like I'm so goal oriented on feeling good all the time. I'm saying that a lot of the day I spend looking for fulfillment or pleasure in any of the regard because I'm a little more people inclined. And with that, I'm leaving people more often, and I'm like, man, I miss them already. And maybe that's a good thing. I think it's kind of reworking my internal feelings of attachment. But I don't really like it that much. I used to be I still am very withdrawn from people, but currently being in an active effort of trying to undo that, there's no gradual slip. It's like I want to be around people that I like all of the time now that I'm alone. And I know that if I were to do what I just said, I would be craving loneliness. And it's this weird grass is greener thing where I've done both, where I've surrounded myself with people that I've loved all the time and I crave loneliness, and now I'm doing the opposite. And now it's starting to spiral into a tiny little void, if you will. And so I'm left lost because everything is so cyclic. I'm left lost. I don't know if any of what I said made sense, but maybe there's something to follow along there. However I cut this. But yeah, it's been a lot of feeling extraordinarily lost. And then trying to find myself and recenter. It's a lot of recalibrating over and over and over again. And it's starting to make me feel quite non-committal to everything, to the decisions that I make, to the people that I'm around, and I don't want to be non-committal to the people that I want to be happy with. It's weird. I don't want to be withdrawn from the people that bring me joy, but because I am so lost and kind of stuck, it's kind of built into how I'm functioning right now. I don't know if that makes any sense. This all sounds like fake deep stuff. Like I feel like I'm like, the world is black and the minion, yeah. Like that's what it feels like rambling about this shit. But anyway, this was supposed to be there's a lot of catching up to do. It's like I posted this fucking video and then I was like, yep, done. I finished. I'm done for the year. And that is not at all what I wanted the foundation of this to be. The foundation of this was to be for me to talk and verbalize my thoughts out loud every week so that way I can function and speak my mind and not have to be quiet when I get home and not doom scroll and be on the internet. It's supposed to be a better habit, but I just keep slipping. And at a certain point, it just gets humiliating. I used to have so much self-discipline, and it's like I'm losing it snippet by snippet, and it's really tough. It's really tough not being who you once were. And I think people really love the idea of change. And I find myself craving consistency. And it's hard to break out of this mindset. Because I really want to change for the better, but it feels like I'm just changing just to do it. It's like there's no point. So I think I'm like mentally in a fugue state. TLDR. I'm in a fugue state. Woo! What's new? Maybe I should do something more happier. These Jeopardy nights that I've been hosting, with the living alone thing and craving more friendship, I have really enjoyed hosting like little events for my friends, and that's pretty cool. I had a really awesome couple of Jeopardy nights where people come and I make boards, we play Jeopardy, and I really would love to record one at some point so that I could put it on this channel and reflect on it and be like, yeah, I did that. Because I think that would help me get out of this slump. But yeah, that was super fun watching all of my friends interact and sprout. It's really cool. Like, I know everybody's going to be warm and it's comforting, and it's like curating an environment where people are allowed to really just let loose and not give a fuck for like a second, you know? And I really think that that's really cool. And I like seeing that in people outside of work and outside of just their daily lives. It's really cool to have people off guard in your home and then be comfortable. It's the greatest feeling in the world when you can make people relax. And that's really cool. And as much as I would love to do them often, I know that I can't, because people can't relax that often. It's just not how people in this city are built. It's not how I'm built either. But it is, I mean, when it all comes together, it really fucking, it's so fun. And doing them here in Los Angeles and then doing one in Arizona is really cool. It's really cool taking it national. At least I hope that they get the same satisfaction out of it that I do. I'm quite sure that they don't, the people that attend, but I mean, it's a selfish event. It's for me to fuck around with my friends and just play a game and have a vice. So those are cool. Yeah, and it makes me miss them a lot more whenever the night ends. A lot of my friends I've been visiting a lot of my friends. Friends have been visiting me. And it's really lovely to be reminded of kinship. You know, long-term kinship. It's really nice that people can care for you in the lengths that they can. And I have to remind myself of that a lot. I never know where to stare when I do these things, because if I stare at the camera, it's fucking weird. I don't know. More so on living alone and just figuring everything out about just adulthood, in the millennial terms, adulting. That has been really, really, and I know that people do this with kids. People have done this, way earlier than I have. And to them, I give kudos. This shit is ass. Navigating everything on my own, mostly due to me, because I'm just really not even prideful. I'm just like, I would like to figure this out myself. If I could help it, I would like to figure this out myself. I'm placing this burden upon myself, but so I would like to acknowledge that before I continue, because there are some people out there that aren't even allowed help, aren't even given the opportunity for help. They just kind of have to fend for themselves. So I can't complain too much, but this shit right here is hard as fuck. Navigating health stuff, navigating bills, and managing your money, and trying to move to the next step of life, whatever that is, trying to figure out what even the next step of life is, trying to make more money, trying to not overwork yourself, trying to have a work-life balance that suits you, trying to have a consistent schedule that matches you and also allows you to develop, creative hobbies, just allows you to develop as a person. It is so hard right now for me to develop as a person with how much I'm working. And I've recognized that for a while, but with me now being by myself, I have no roommates to distract me from what is. So it's been a lot of reflection on how am I going to carry on? Because I can't sit here and just ask for help all the time. I refuse to do that, but this shit is not easy. Like the cost to do all of the cost to do adulthood right now is not worth the reward of it, if that makes sense. Like what we give to experience this part of life, the results and the rewards are not fruitful. Ew. I feel like that wasn't the word I wanted, but whatever. Yeah, so it's a lot of things that I feel like I'm doing every day are just not worth what it is. I feel like I'm putting a lot of work into basically nothing. To dumb it down. A lot of sad stuff happening. Got my favorite boy, one of my favorite boys, my dog passed away. My dad's dog that I loved very dearly passed away recently. So that's also been a bummer. I've also felt I not to get vanitical? What the fuck? That is not the word. What the hell is the word for not to get vanitical? Vanity is the word I'm looking for. Vanity is the name of this. This is the worst I've ever felt that I've looked. And it's really hard to look in a mirror and not want to change everything about myself as well. That's also been crazy. And like I used to have it in high school real bad. Not real bad, but I used to have it in high school to a minor level, not real bad. Let's say a real bad one more time. I used to have. I used to have home dreams until I found out there were other ways to score. I used to not like the way I look to like a soft degree, in high school. I think a lot of teenage boys did, TV media. I know my girls did. Oh my God, I know all of my girlfriends did. Because that's kind of one of the that's kind of one of the main factors of being a woman is getting critiqued for your looks every single day of your life. So I know that they were going through that. And I know that I experienced not even an ounce what they experienced. But yeah, in high school, I was like minorly like, this could be changed. This could be changed. I would like to change this, but I'm approaching an age to where I'm like starting to really dislike how I look. I think it might be a time thing. I'm hoping that it's a time thing because I have felt the same since, high school, college. It's just progressively has gotten deeper. But I feel like lately it's shit's getting tragic, like it's getting like real deep into like, if I could pinpoint things about myself I would change, let's list them out. And it's starting to make me want to not, it's conflicting with my wanting to be social with friends, because now I'm just self-conscious about how I look in front of everybody all of the time. And the city is just surrounded by hot people. It's gorgeous. And I love that. I love that for the city. I love that everybody's hot. It's wonderful. But when you are the outlier, and when you know that you're outlier, when it's been made obvious to you several times, it's like, well, damn. So I'm kind of stepping back and I'm trying to figure out what I can do to alleviate that and be comfortable in my body, but I just don't feel comfortable in it. And I would love to be born hot. And I really like with peace and love, I love my friends and I love my family to death. But the encouragement of like no, you're so like, you look fine. No, you look, because I brought this up several times because I know where I stand in this city, brother. I'm not blind. All right, I got glasses for a reason. I know where I stand. All right, I'm not on the podium, okay? And I've been comfortable with that for years. But when people try to put me on the podium and pretend like I'm on the podium over and over again because I'm funny or whatever, or I make them laugh. No, I'm not funny. I make them laugh. I'm laughable. But to be put on that podium by people I make laugh, I'm like, brother, we gotta dial it back, man. We gotta be real for a second. It's the only thing, it's not the only thing about the city that I don't like. There's many things, but the thing about Los Angeles is that people are not genuine at first. It takes a minute, but I can't do that. I need honesty right away, brother. I can't do it. I know where I stand, and I used to be fine with where I stood, and now I'm like, I feel like I'm being pushed to dial it back. It's hard. I'm sitting here being like, I'm a boy who doesn't like his looks. Everybody and their fucking mothers has already dealt with this issue and has already solved it. I'm aware. But I get to complain too. I don't get to complain about stuff often. Yeah, there's just a lot of work that just needs to be done. all of the time on myself and in my career, quote unquote, if I even have one. There's a lot to be done just with myself in general. A lot of building to do. And I don't want to be the perfect person. Like, I don't want to be the best person in the world. I simply just want to be comfortable at this point. I just want to be moderately healthy and mostly comfortable. Physically, mentally, that's all I want. And it's proving to be a fucking nightmare of a challenge to get to a stable place to where I can do that. Pisses me off, you know? Oh, we did make a homeless man. Oh, recently I went to a donut shop with four lovely college peers of mine, and they made I believe a homeless unhoused. I'm not really sure what the terminology is right now. But they made that man feel very good, and that's pretty cool. Except he was a homeless man that was grieving the loss of a family member, and we were talking about, a wedding or something. We were talking about the wedding for one of the girls, and homeless man chimed in, with he just kind of chimed in out of nowhere, talking about grief and what he saw on Google, and he kept thanking us for letting him interrupt our conversation, which he didn't need to do. I think it was perfectly fine for him to talk to us, but yeah, he was just grieving, and they made him feel really good. They talked to him, they interacted with him, they gave him some money so that way he can go about his ways. But yeah, it was a strange interaction, but not strange with a negative connotation. It was strange in the way where it was off the normal path that I usually experience, day to day. I think it was necessary for whatever reason. He's a cool dude. I do wish him the best, and I hope he's doing all right. I think last time I did a song on here. So, the song I've been listening to lately is called Colorblind by Salute. I was not aware of how not popular the song was. I thought it was very well known. And then I realized that it's actually not, which is kind of crazy. But it's a very good, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like electronic, but it's a chill little EDM-ish song. It's not EDM in the way that it's like dance. It's EDM in the way that it's just produced. It's just electronic. Oh, Colorblind by Salute. It's a very good song. I love that colors on the album cover. Wow, I'm looking at it right now. The colors on the album cover is gorgeous. I don't know what she's singing when she sings her parts. I don't know who's singing either, actually. But it's a very gorgeous song, and it's a classic shower hit, let me tell you. Oh, I did karaoke for the first time with some friends, and that's a good thing, and I had a blast. We just sat down and sang songs, yeah, but I really had I had a ball. That is so good. It is so fun to just sing along to songs with people. I don't know why my body responded so positively to it, but yeah, I had fun in the karaoke room. That was really cool. Would recommend. They did have a bootleg version of Super Bass that did the first verse twice. Not sure why. Not sure why. But it did. Not really great, but we still did it, and I had a blast. Maybe because I was just with the people that I like. Whatever. All right, sue me. I like my friends. Yeah, I had a good time. We went to Korean barbecue afterwards. Delicious. Talked a little bit. Oh, satisfying. If there is one thing that gets me going, it is topping off an activity with another activity that's lighter. It's beautiful. Add some food in there. It's gorgeous. I do miss my friends very much. I miss them all the time I'm not with them. I wish I could just get clones of everybody that I know and just have them hang out all the time. One really weird thing I started doing, since I have a ring cam on my apartment, I just like watching when my friends enter and exit, because we have little conversations, or we have little giggles that we talk about. And I started rewatching those videos as kind of means to relive those moments, which does sound very serial killery. I will admit, it's very weird, but I do it because I really like seeing those moments outside of my door. They're very particular, and they're very minimal, but they mean a lot to me for some reason, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. Something about the lacklusterness of the ring camera and just trivial leaving the apartment conversation or entering the apartment conversation, or I don't know. It makes me feel very, very warm. Yeah. Sounds creepy, but it's whatever. It's how it goes. I do miss my dog. I'm thinking about my dog, and I really do miss my dog. My dad's dog, but boy, oh boy, I miss that boy. Anyway, that's the song. I don't think I'll have a render, because I think last time I also did a render or something like that. But it's been a really tough week for me to get back onto Blender. I've been opening and closing that program, trying to muster up something to create, and I'm at a standstill. The dichotomy of being is so weird. I don't know how I can feel so great, 1 minute and 60 seconds pass, and it's just awful. It's really crazy. But what I was going to say, I don't know if I could put anything on this green screen because it doesn't even look green on the camera. But I guess we'll see in post. Who knows if I'll even post this. This episode proved to be a little more vulnerable than I thought. But honestly, it's kind of, I think it's what I needed to post, because again, I don't think nobody really watches these, so it's kind of just for people who just want to know what I'm doing, or want to just check in and don't have the ability to, because I don't like to call. So this is the next best thing, is me making a YouTube video. Ugh. I'll be going to, August is going to be a busy month. I'll be going to a lot of birthday parties. Not a lot, 2. It's 3 birthday parties. Whoa, crazy. But it'll be a busy month, so I'm going to try to record and try to vlog more, because I don't vlog enough. I feel like vlogging is inherently like recording yourself. I think I just need to record more. I need to capture more. Let's use that word. That's fun. That's artsy. I need to capture more. I don't capture enough, and then I'm regret it immediately after, and I do the same thing every time I do something or go somewhere fun, and I don't capture it. I'm like, oh, I should have captured it. So I need to just kind of get untie my fucking panties and just start capturing stuff. I mean, damn, it's not that hard. it's insane that it reached 40 minutes, but I'm going to have to edit all of this. So if I tuned in for this long and if I actually upload this, congratulations to me and me only. And whoever decides to listen to this, bullshit. So I'm going to try this again next Monday. Because I'm trying to record these every beginning of the week, either every Sunday or every Monday. I need to try to record these and get these out by the end of the week so I can start recording again, so on and so forth. I'm going to try to really make it a habit, really hold myself to it, and put it on my calendar. And that's a real thing that I do have is a calendar. Just I don't know why I needed to prove that. What the fuck? What was that? But yeah, cool. Till next time, goodbye.